Robin Wong sold his X100F, but I miss mine, and I want to talk why in this video now. Hi there and welcome to my podcast number 3 Tudor Talks series. Well, I really like Robin Wong and what he's doing and his advices for photography, regarding micro four thirds camera and other cameras. And I really love what he's doing on the YouTube channel as well. And he also inspired me to do this podcast. So 2 weeks ago, at the moment that I'm recording this video, Robin Wong published a video why I'm selling my X100F. And in that video he talked about his reasons regarding why he's selling his X100F. But this inspired me to tell you why I want to buy again X100F, and why if you have X100F don't sell it, because from my point of view it's a very good camera, and I've made a video about this to check it out, link in the card. So I have here my X100V and I really love this camera, but even if I love it and even if it's a great update compared to X100F, it's not a bad camera. And I want to address some key points why X100F it's a great camera and why you shouldn't sell it. I've brought into discussion Robin Wong because he criticized the lens at f2 close focusing, and I want to share with you my experience regarding the X100F lens at f2 at close focus distance. So I've used X100 series for 7 years at least, and the first one X100 Fine Peaks had a beautiful lens. For portraits it was shining, but when I was doing flower photography I've got a soft focus effect, and this is true, but the effect it was crazy good. I really love it, and lots of people are loving it for this kind of effect. Then Fujifilm, some users are saying that they changed the original lens. I don't know, but when I've bought X100F I was very pleased with the portraits at f2, but also with the minimum to focus distance at f2. Of course it wasn't shining at f2, but you don't buy X100F to do macro shots. You buy X100F to do street photography, family photography, humanistic photography, if you are asking me. So you must think at that lens as a documentary lens and not as a macro lens. Yes, you have that ability to, when you want to take a picture of a glass or of a champagne or of a flower, you can do this. You can document and take a snapshot to that object, of course. But X100F is not designed for that. So if you are asking me as a heavy user of Fujifilm cameras, but also of micro four thirds cameras, I must tell you that X100F lens it's not bad at all, and you will not regret it at all. The only advantage that you win when you will buy X100V regarding the lens, it's a sharper lens with some more bite at f2. So you will get a more strong portrait, a more detailed portrait. But for macro shots, I don't know what to say. I didn't use this lens. I'm not a macro shooter, but it's a workable lens as X100F. I really don't feel much differences regarding the macro shots. Of course, it is sharper. And of course, when you are doing macro shots, you must use the lens at a closed aperture, f5.6, f8, and so on, f4. So, if you are asking me, the X100F it's a great camera with a great lens. And why I'm missing that camera? The next reason is regarding the colors. I love the colors of X100F, those punchy colors. And I've made several reviews, check my videos regarding X100V and X100F, where I'm saying that I'm really missing the colors from X100F. This X100V it's a more modern camera, a more practical camera, but the colors and the image quality overall of X100F was at the level of X100V, but with better colors and especially color chrome. A great color film simulation on X100F that was making a difference. Also, the look of X100F. Yes, at first I've loved more the look of X100V when X100V appeared, but now when I'm looking at X100F, I like more the look and the aesthetics of X100F. And the next reason why you should stick to an X100F or buy an X100F is the fact that the AF, the autofocusing of X100F, it's almost at the level of X100V. So with X100V you really don't win much regarding the AF. Yes, it is a little better, but in some situations I really don't know if it isn't a little slower. From my experience, I feel that X100V it's struggling in some situations where X100F didn't struggle at all. So you win some, you lose some. The AF, it's not a reason to sell X100F and buy X100V. Another thing that I want to address, I feel it's not fair to compare an APS-C 35mm equivalent camera with a 35mm full frame camera, even if that full frame camera is having lesser megapixels, because it's not about megapixels. Lesser megapixels on a bigger sensor will bring sharper images on smaller screens and on acceptable large screens, and with a full frame camera you will obtain and retain the full frame qualities that, yes, unfortunately X100V doesn't have that full frame qualities because it's an APS-C camera. So the camera is losing at optical compression and also at the depth of field regarding the aperture. To have a beautiful X100V, X106, you really need to have a full frame X100V6 or have at least a 20mm f1.4 lens on this camera. And if you will put a 20mm f1.4 lens, check my review regarding Fujifilm X-C4 with Viltrox 20mm f1.4, then there is a totally another question. But coming back to X100F, I must add the fact that that camera was strong, very strong. I've used it in snow, in rain, even if the camera wasn't fully weather sealed. I had laser case and the protective filter, and the camera got wet, but I didn't got any problem. So it was a tough camera. I've used it many times in tougher conditions than X100V. I use X100F more than X100V, and I was very pleased with X100F. The reason that I've sold my X100F was, of course, that I've upgraded to X100V. So I didn't feel the need to have 3 X100 series cameras. But if I want to save some money, if I want to have a good camera, a portable camera, and if it's about the budget, even if X100F price is raised regarding the fact that you can't find X100V very easy, I will go for X100F and I will probably sell my X100V. I feel this is the right decision because, again, overall I'm winning lots of features with this camera, but there aren't essential features. So what I'm winning here aren't essential features. Yes, a sharper lens at f2 for portraits. With Lightroom and the presets from Lightroom that are helping you to identify the subject, it's very easy for me to add a little sharpness on the subject if I really want to do this. So if it's about the budget and if it's about the colors, and if you want a very portable camera with good colors, good contrast, very performant with good battery life and good screen and good optical viewfinder and good DVF, you can go without problems with X100F. What you win with X100V, it's not very essential. You win weather sealed, so-called weather sealed, you win a 4-stop ND filter, and you win a tilting screen. And yes, a tilting screen, it's important for street photography, but I was able to do very well and very fine street photography with X100F. So my conclusion is choose any camera that you want, be it X100F or X100V. You will not regret the lens, you will not regret the colors, you will not regret the build quality, and you will not regret the AF. Anyway, you will not choose wrong. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe now to my channel for more content like this, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.